Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Joy at Work. It's good to have you on this first day of the fall. And with Arsenal fourth place in the Barclays Premier League, not sure how they came back yesterday against Aston Villa, but happy nonetheless. They've dropped some points here in the last couple of matches they've had, but looking good and looking forward to Man U next Monday. All right. Joy at work and storytelling. Yeah, I want to talk about storytelling and the power of stories in our lives. Stories have been shown to help people come out of very difficult situations. When people craft narratives or create stories about how things are going to be better, how they're going to succeed or overcome a situation, it's been shown that it helps them become extremely resilient and helps us, all of us, kind of overcome the challenges we have and the challenges that are preventing us from achieving our goals. So the stories we tell ourselves are extremely important. Our stories can either help and strengthen us, open us up to new experiences and new ideas, new thoughts, or stories can reinforce an existing set of thoughts that can make us hunker down in what we believe. We all approach the world through the lenses of our experience or where we grew up, our culture, our ideology. Everybody approaches the world in that way. That's just who we are as humans, and it's very important. It's actually what makes us rich and diverse and unique and special in our own way. And so the stories that we create, the stories we tell ourselves, are often a reflection of what we believe or how we've come to interpret the world. And so it's important from time to time that we take a step back and really assess the stories that we're telling ourselves. Especially given that this is a, a recording on joy at work and kind of the workplace. When applied to the workplace, the stories we tell ourselves at work are extremely important, right? Am I developing a narrative that's true? Or is it a narrative that just kind of fits the way I look at the world? We all kind of go through this thing called a ladder of inference. Chris Agris developed this concept, which is we see something, hear something, and kind of draw conclusions based on our current interpretation of the world. And this is why the story we tell ourselves can be very helpful and can also be very hurtful. It's also why it's important for us to kind of check out our stories, right? Have people in your organization have a circle of trust, if you will, that you can take what you're observing, the story you've created, and put it before them and kind of get honest feedback on their view of what's going on. Because very often, the way we're looking at things isn't the only way we can look at that thing and might not actually be the story that's being told. There might be another story that's there. you know Very related to this is this idea of fear, right? Fear in the workplace. As somebody has said, fear can be described as false evidence appearing real, right? Is there something there? Is there something to be afraid of? Or have we made this all up in our head? Again, the choice is ultimately ours. We get to decide kind of what we will believe and what we won't believe, the stories we tell ourselves and the stories we listen to. But it's important that we understand the impact that these stories have on our lives and that we have ownership over the stories we tell ourselves. Again, have somebody that you can go to and have them validate your story. Make sure that your story is true. And as we tell ourselves more positive stories, more productive stories, true stories, right? This isn't a call to make stuff up. This is really a call to look at the stories that surround us and then kind of challenge ourselves to determine if the story is true or if there's something else we could be doing differently about the story. And when we do this, when we take the time to explore our stories, take the time to dig deep into them, take the time to validate them, then at the end of the day, we'll really have a good sense for what's going on and we'll be able to make the best decisions for ourselves. All right, folks, it's been a good time. I hope you enjoy this. See you next time. Bye.